welcome to Light Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Wurkkos FC11C. This is a Nichia 519A LED 18650 powered everyday carry flashlight. You can find this retailing in Amazon USA for $34.99. And after various coupons, it brings the price down to $29.75. Those coupons change all the time. There might be special codes. Check it out in the paid link section below. I'll try to have the best deals available for you guys. You know I look out for you. The FC11 was a very popular flashlight that I love, and the FC11C pushes it up a notch, which is awesome. So let's check it out. Simple box. On the bottom here, there you go, the 519A, which I really like. Nichia LEDs are sweet. They're high CRI. As you can see there in a little tag. Just a fantastic light. So let's check it out. Took everything out of the box. Let's see what we get. So in the box, we get the star of the show. Here we are, looking good. I like what they did here. They blacked out the ring. I think on mine, the original FC11, it had a silver ring. You guys can quote me if I'm wrong. But I like the change up. Really nice style. We get a charging cable. It is a Type-C, which is awesome, and USB. So there it is. And then we get some extra stuff. We got a lanyard and a couple extra O-rings. Okay, great. And then our instruction manual. We'll go over that real quick for posterity, in case you lose yours. Here you go, user manual. Just kind of opens up like a pamphlet. Just kind of open it all the way up here. All right, I think I got most of it. So here you got a little paragraph up on top. You can freeze and read that if you'd like. Now, they do show two different types of flashlights. One with the original FC11 and the other, the new one, the C model. So this right here is the FC11 with the Samsung LED. There you go. And down here we have the one I'm featuring, the FC11C Nichia version. High CRI. Just a beautiful LED. A little less lumens, 1200 versus 13, but I don't think you'd see the difference. So there's that. Okay. Over here we have specifications, and I'll try to cover most of that. If you look there, it says the FC11 runs on a FET circuit, and the FC11C runs on a buck circuit. So if you know how that helps you, all right. I know with RFI generation, it isn't too bad. You'll be able to use this flashlight with your radios. It's important, and we'll talk more about that. You got weight without the battery. There you go. All right. And then down here, we have a power indicator, which is nice. And it even gives you battery status. All right. Over here, recharging. You can see it's got two modes of operation, which I love. Stepped and ramping. I love it. The only problem with this flashlight is it ramps too fast. You'll get to see that. Try to show that to you guys. And to toggle from off, you press and hold the switch until it confirms. Nice. All right, electronic lockout is handy, and I think that's it except for one little paragraph. Let's see if I can get to that real quick, and then we'll get to the flashlight. So I think on the last page here, let's see if I can get to it. I don't know if I could see, you guys can see it there. It's pretty much just the rest of a sentence, and then caution, troubleshooting and maintenance, and then their contact information. There you go. Okay, we're done with that. We'll set this stuff aside. Let's get to the FC11C. Okay, I always like to go over dimensions and do a size comparison. Just want to bring this down a little closer. Okay, so we have a length of a 4 5/8 of an inch, or 117 millimeters. We have a head diameter and tail diameter of the same, which is 15/16 of an inch, or 24 millimeters. Nice. Already talked about the weight, 65 grams without the battery, and about 40-45 grams, depending on the battery you're using, for the extra weight. So, cool. There's that. So let's go ahead and do a size comparison. I always enjoy doing these. Bring this back on up. All right, let's see here. Front and center. Yeah, I like the compact size. Really nice. We have, okay, so I got a through night. This is a little AA powered everyday carry flashlight, pretty much tail stands. Has a twisty front, I believe. Yeah. Just turn it on, turn it off type of thing. Now I'm going through the modes. But yeah, it's cool. It's compact. So AA powered or 14500 powered. Nice. We have a flat top 18650. I do want to note that the Wurkkos FC11C, it will run on every type of 18650 battery, meaning flat top, unprotected button top, and of course it'll run on protected button tops. Fantastic. Then we have a unprotected 21700. Of course, it will not fit in that flashlight there, but it gives you an idea. And then I don't have a bigger flashlight handy on the table. Stop rolling. It's going to roll, whatever. I have a through night. This is the my favorite. I keep around TC15 version 3. It's kind of like a workhorse light. It's cool white. It doesn't have as many modes as the FC11, which I kind of, when I'm starting to use this, I like this more. I like the color rendering of the 11C a lot more than this. And I'll show this in action. This is a totally different flashlight. This is like $60 or something. Has a high output of 2400 lumens. But to be honest with you, I never use it. So I might be moving on to something else as far as this. So we'll see how it goes. Let's go over features of the FC11C, or we'll just call it the C11C or something like that. 11C sounds better. Yeah. All right, it's cool. First of all, in the hand, feels nice. I don't have big hands, so it's definitely a compact light. Really small. As I showed you, the size of the 18650 battery, yeah, it's fairly small. Got a little bit of room there for your electronics. Nice. There you go. Sweet. In case I forget, mag base. Nice. All right, going to the front of the flashlight, the business end. I love how they built up the top ring here. A little extra protection on the lens. That's nice. They did that. We have a toughened glass lens. I believe there's no coatings. I didn't see any. There's no purplish hue, as you can see it flashing in the light. No color. So that's a good thing. Get the true rendition out of that LED. Of course, we got the orange peel reflector. That gives us a nice, like a diffuse spot and some generous side spill, which you'll get to see. I'll try to bench demo that. It's nice to have this. This is a great, like, all-around walking light, shop light, everyday carry. Just when you need a light handy, here it is. Nothing to, not a super thrower, not a super flutter, just gets the job done. That's what you need. You'll find yourself using those flashlights the most, this kind. So yeah, down in there we have the Nichia 519A LED. It looks like it's domed. In neutral white, 5000K color temperature, and a high CRI of 90. Nice. It's wonderful. Again, it uses a buck driver circuit versus the FET circuit that the original FC11 uses. I believe they're selling these side by side. That's why they included that in the manual. So your body's your typical 6061 aluminum alloy with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. And the body tube is reversible. So I want to let you know. So your belt clip can be a head clip as well. That's kind of nice. It does that because there's springs on both sides for your positive and negative terminals. Yeah. Going to the back, I showed you is magnetic. We got lanyard hook point, and I'll show you the battery really quick. Now, the neat thing about the battery is that it will work in your 18650 powered radios because it is an unprotected button top. I love that because a lot of radios right now are using this type of battery. Let me see this one. Let's see. The popular DX286. Yep. New one just came out. The XH Data D109WB. That's a good one. D808. Just a lot of radios in general. Even the inexpensive shortwave radios utilize this type of battery, unprotected button top. So it's neat that you can be cross-compatible. This can go into that radio, and this can go back into the flashlight. Or their batteries can go in your flashlight as well. So something to think about when you're getting this flashlight. You'll have cross-compatibility. But 3000 milliamp hour, it's a good capacity as well. And as you can see, there's a spring down in there for the positive terminal. And of course, we have a spring in the tail cap. Gold plated. All right. Easy to thread on there. Okay. Lock it in place and we'll talk about the other stuff. So here we have the charging jack. Pretty simple affair. It's just a Type-C. I hope that in the future Wurkkos will include extra jackets because you break this off, you're done. You won't have your IPX8 waterproof. I think I noticed the FC11 was 7. Don't quote me on that. And this one had a little bit better waterproofing. So they did some kind of change. So yeah, IPX8 waterproof as long as your jacket's in place. Charging this up, I noticed it was 5 volts, 1 amp input. Not bad. So make sure your battery can support 1 amp. The most can. So it shouldn't be an issue unless you're a stickler on what type of battery you're using and how you're charging it. You may have to take it out and use a dedicated charger. Neat thing about it, when you're charging, all modes are available. So if you have this on a bike, if you're carrying it, fantastic that it has all the modes available to you. That's turbo, that's your ramping mode, that's your strobe, that's everything. So fantastic that they'll have that. Now, I ran into a few flashlights that didn't have that, recently, and I was kind of bummed out. But for this one to have it, rock on. Liking that a lot. So let's see if I get this jacket in place. You really got to push it in there to get it to seat properly. There we go. Here, get your waterproofing. Love it. Power switch. Click it on. There you go. You got your status LED. Green is good. Red is time to charge, pretty much. It's like 50%, I think. Turn it off. So remember last mode used. So turn it on. Hold. Cycles are normal modes. Got your low, medium, high. There you go. And from off, you can go to moon mode. So press and hold. You'll be using moon mode quite a bit with your radios. Tuning in the dark, 1 lumen's nice on the eyes, and especially if it's pitch dark. You'll like having this. This runs for 500 hours. Yeah, amazing. Like having that. And of course, turbo, double press from off or on. Now we're on turbo. Beautiful. And of course, if you're on, double press turbo. Click once, it goes back to your normal mode. Click again, turns it off. So that's handy. So step mode, you remember the 3 normal modes. But when you're in ramping mode, things change up a little bit. But to get to strobe mode, if you can't handle strobes, look away. Triple press from on or off. So let's check the strobe. There you go. There's your strobe mode. And I believe that's the only kind here you get. Oh, you do get more. Sweet. Forgot to check that. SOS. And I'm guessing beacon. Yep. There's our beacon. It was probably in the manual. I just missed it. So there you go. Glad I checked that. All right, so go ahead and click that off. I don't use those modes too often. That's why I kind of forgot. Let's see. What else? We have electronic lockout. 1, 2, 3, 4. From off. And you get confirmation flash. So now this light will not turn on in your pocket because there's no carry holster. That's another thing I wish it had. Carry holster. I'm already giving you what I want on it. You know, I have to. So there's that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 unlocks it. And then from off, press and hold. Moon comes on. Keep holding it. And then it'll get confirmation flashes. Now we're in ramp mode, excuse me. That's how you switch between ramped and stepped. So ramping, as you can see, will go, here, goes down fairly good, but when it goes back up, it goes up fast. See how fast it goes up? And then when you're going down, pretty much you're setting it on the downside. But if you're trying to set it when it goes back up, I'll show you here. It goes a little too fast. Yeah, see how fast that goes to the top setting? It's a little too much. But so I'm going to go back to the step mode because I like the steps. They're usable modes, which is nice. Now we're back in the step mode. There you go. One thing I wanted to note though on ramping, when you're on ramping mode, if you are all the way up to turbo, because it goes from 1 lumen all the way up to 1200, it'll remember 1200, which is fantastic. And yeah, I probably should show that to you real quick, huh? So we'll go back to that mode, press and hold. There you go, confirmation. We'll go all the way to the top, confirmation flash, there we go. So now we're on turbo, turn light off, turn light on, instant turbo. So if you want instant turbo, because you're in a situation where you need it, you have it. And also you could have instant low, like Firefly. You can do press and hold as well while you're in this mode. Or you can do saved, where you just go down, and then instant low. Love that. Or instant moon, excuse me. Yeah, very handy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get back to our normal mode. Let's set this down. Let's go to the garage where I took some pictures. Then we'll do a quick desktop demo so you get an idea of the color of this light and give you final thoughts. So let's head to the garage. Here I am in front of the garage door, 15 feet distance. The light is on turbo. This is 1200 lumens. Expect a runtime of 2.5 hours with throttling. I'm assuming the throttling is going down to 600 or 400 lumens after it overheats. And expect a total throw of 155 meters. Now the flashlight's on high. This is 600 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 2 3/4 hours and a distance of 112 meters. Now a usable mode, medium. This is 250 lumens. Perfect for walking around at night. Expect a runtime of 7.5 hours with the included battery and a total throw of 73 meters. Now we're on low. This mode is also very useful. 50 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 39 hours before you deplete the battery and a throw of 29 meters. In this last picture, it's on moon mode. This is 1 lumen. Like I mentioned before, it'll run 500 hours with that 3000 milliamp hour battery and has a throw of 3 meters. You can get a lot done with this one lumen. Let's go back to the bench. Sweet. So yeah, let's do a quick demo. I'm thinking I'm just going to bring the through night out. Let's turn on the Wurkkos. I think we'll want to set it to low. Boom, it was already on low. Then we'll set the through night to low as well. There we are. Bring this up a little bit. Just give you an idea of the spot and the color. So I'll bring in Iron Man. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Wurkkos flashlights in each hand. He's Iron Man, the working man. Let's go and turn this off. Alright, so I'll bring these up. Right away you can see color difference. So left is the through night, right is the Wurkkos. So I'll bring them in together, and yeah, you can see the definitely cool whiteness of the through night versus the warm Nichia in my right hand. Love that Nichia. And a lot of edge spill here, which is nice, and a nice soft diffused beam with that orange peel reflector. The through night is somewhat similar. Has a little tighter spot maybe, but the through night also does have an orange peel reflector. So they do have similar beam patterns, but there you go. So let's go ahead and just turn off the through night. We'll cycle this up to the ceiling. Go through the modes. Okay, there's high, 600 lumens, going to turbo. There you go, lighten up the place, nice. And then we can go down to moon mode. Press and hold. There we are, our 1 lumen. Very handy. So when you're tuning your radio, we have it here. Expect no RFI on this mode, which is fantastic.
Manager, because somebody's got to hear something different. But in baseball, you got almost 80 left.
I do have some storms in the area, so if you hear some crackling, it's coming from the lightning storms. Perfect time to film a video.
Here's the operative question for guys who spent a lot of time in baseball clubhouses when we were young.
Okay, I think the
Have
RFI...
Yankees employed the appropriate or inappropriate slump busters to get out of it? That's it! We're done. Back to you.
Sports Center all night ESPN Radio. Yankees losing to the Rays on Tuesday. From the Rays to a former Ray, Dodgers picking out of us now. LA has put the All-Star on the 15-day injured list with tightness in his...
So the RFI is mainly coming from the low mode, and that's it. So if you notice that, not a big deal. Let's bring this back in, do final thoughts on the Wurkkos FC11C. Yeah. One of my new faves. I love Wurkkos brand. I think it's great. Yeah, we're using the Skywave 2 there. I like this radio. See crane. Alright. So, FC11C. Let's talk about it. I'm going to turn that off there. Zoom it back on down up close and personal. Alright. So, my list of likes on this compact, right away. Awesome. I like the ramp mode memory because you can have instant turbo. That's a handy thing to have. So you could put it into that mode and have instant turbo. If you're in a situation where you feel you want to have that as security, not a bad thing. Mag base is handy. Lanyard hook point right there. I do like the fact that tail stands beautifully. Yeah, you can't beat that whatsoever. Build quality is amazing. They're good about their build quality. Like I said, I believe Wurkkos works with Sofern to help produce flashlights, but I don't know if they've broken off and done their own fab plants now or if they still work with Sofern, but they look very similar. But yeah, great looking flashlight. I like the Nichia LED they used, of course. High CRI. It's just a great LED. I've been getting a few flashlights with those now. You might have seen that. So IPX8 waterproof. Very handy. Practical beam pattern. I noticed in use, like around the house and in the garage, in the kitchen when the lights are out. This works really well at all settings, and having a diffused beam, even on a walk, is nice. I don't really need to have 3,000-4,000 lumens in my pocket for where I live, in a little suburban area. This is fine. This is everything I need, like an urban area too. I don't think I need to have, the monster flashlight in my pocket. And I do want a step up from something like this in my pocket. This is a good backup, but this is something I'd want to walk with, and have the capacity versus this is nice and small, but yeah, definitely not putting out the power you need on a good walk. So, but yeah, definitely the FC11 wins in my book in that respect. Uses all 18650 batteries. I like the fact it uses these flat tops and my protected button tops. I have a lot of these. So it's great that it uses all these batteries. I like the fact that the battery it comes with is cross-compatible with my radios, my D808s. I keep mentioning the radio. I should probably show you what I'm talking about. I got them off to the side here. Here you go, D808. Runs on the same battery and needs one. Look, it's dead. What? My battery died. Must have had the radio on. But yeah, this battery will go in this radio. So fantastic. And you got single sideband, listen to the ham radio. If something's going down, you're prepared. Nothing like prepping with todderbert. All right, trying to keep these radios from falling off the desk. Let's see what else we like. So reversible body. I didn't have time to show you that, but it's cool. You can just switch this around if you want to move that around. Battery status LED. Dislikes and wants. I wish this had a holster. I wish it had extra charge port jackets. I'm sure Wurkkos is watching this, and hopefully we'll do that. I think they can work on the UI to slow that ramping mode down. That ramping mode's a little too fast to make it useful. So if they could slow that ramping mode down a tad, a touch, just something, that would rock. But overall, fantastic utility light for everyday carry. And under 30 bucks, it's an absolute buy. Recommended all the way. So hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. If you like Wurkkos brand, give it a big like. Definitely subscribe with the bell icon. Get notified of future videos. I reviewed quite a few of these recently, and hopefully in the future I'll review some more. They've come out with a lot of different models lately, so definitely focusing on them. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the FC11C. Are you a fan of FET-driven flashlights or buck current, if I'm saying that right, buck converter driven flashlights? Just let me know. I'm trying to remember the differences. I'm just pretty much the guy who's using the light, walking around, practicality, and this is fine. The RFI is fine. That's the big thing with my radios. You know, it's a radio channel first, and this has to work with my radios, and it does. So it must work for me. Let me know what you guys think on that. And what you think overall on this flashlight. Do you like the blackout treatment? You like the Nichia LED? You like the beam pattern? You saw in the garage there, magnetic base, side switch. Let me know. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.